Hi guys, welcome to Code Artisan Lab. So this is our 11th video of our employee register application, and we are creating this application with the help of Django and ReactJs. In our previous video, we have worked on our add functionality. Now in this video, we will work on update functionality. So let's do this. So I have opened the list component. So when user click on the update button, then it will show the form with pre-filled user data. So we need to first of all we need to make this id dynamic. So here I will change this with update slash plus emp id. Now if I refresh this page, then here you can see we have a id is now dynamic. So when user click on this, we have already created the component field. For this we have created the update component, and it is a functional component. Now we will change this component as a class component. So actually I will copy the all data of add component and paste in the update, and here we will export it as update, and the class name will be update, because we need the form submission, we need the all things similar as add, but in update we need the extra functionality. So when we need to extra functionality is like we need to fetch the 13 data, we need to fetch the data of 13, and we also save this data with this reference with this particular user. So we need to change these two extra functionalities. So the first thing, we will fetch the data of this 13. So I will copy from the list component, I will fetch the data component. So I will fetch here, and after the submission form, here I will use, and in the fetch data we need the particular user data. So what we will do, we can get the parameter from the URL with the help of props dot match dot params dot id. So with the help of this object, we can fetch the id. So this id is the name of our route, whatever we passed in the route functionality, route function. So if I open the app.js file, so here we are passing this id. So this is the name that we are getting in this list.js file, actually update.js file. So now we will pass this list here, so it will fetch the particular data. So let's see, I am also running the Django app. So here you can see, if I put 13 in the URL, then it is only fetching the data of 13. So now, and this is fetching with the help of get method. So if you are using fetch, then it is the default method is get. So now we are fetching the data. So in the value we have a data, so let's check that. So we need to set this data as this type of, because we are not, if I open the console, we are not fetching the data as a array, we are fetching the data as a objects. So let's see this. If I console this, data, then you can see we have a data as a objects, as a object of id, full name, and email properties. So we need to set this data. So I will copy this and paste it here, and we need this kind of setup, data dot full name, and similarly email, similarly for contact and address. So here address, and here will be contact, and then it will be email. So let's check that. So here you can see we have a data is pre-filled with this functionality, and we are fetching the data of 13. So now we will submit this data. So whenever you submit the data in the REST API, whenever you update the data in the REST API, if I say, then the method will be put or patch. So I'm using the method put, and the ID will be, so I will fetch this ID. I want to update the data of that particular ID. So here I will pass this ID and end with slash. So if I not concatenate this backslash at the end, then the Django will generate the error. So here I am passing this ID, and now we are ready to post the data. So we don't need this, we don't want to empty the form when our data is when we when we submit the form, then we don't want to empty the form. So let's I will remove this Lee, and let's submit it. So here it is returning the 13. It means our data is submitted successfully. Actually we are consoling this so that it is returning the data. Let's check in the list. So here you can see we have a Alex, and let's update the John. So let's say John and update it. So here you can see it is updating with the John. So you can verify to go in the list. So we have successfully updated the data. Now in the next video we will delete the data. We will see how to delete the data with ReactJs and Django Rest Framework. So thank you for watching this video, and if you did not subscribe, then please subscribe this channel and like this video. And if you have any thought, any improvement, then please comment in the comment section. And thank you so much. Thank you.